Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the event safety briefing video for the Max Adventure Race this coming weekend in the Royal National Park. Really looking forward to welcoming you all down to Audley to experience this terrific event. Before we get started, I'd like to take this opportunity to acknowledge the traditional custodians upon whose land we will be meeting and pay our respects to their elders past, present and emerging. The first thing I want to cover today is the event program. The event program has a lot of information regarding the event timing, exact locations, parking information, everything like that. So please make sure you have a good read of the event program before coming down to the event on Saturday. It's been emailed out to all the teams. It's also available on the website if you haven't seen it. An important thing to note from the event program with regards to parking is that unless you have a National Parks Pass, you will have to pay the National Parks entry fee. The gate house along Farnell Avenue might be open when you arrive. If not, there is parking stations around the area where you can pay for that if needed. The main thing I want to go over today in the event safety video is, unsurprisingly, safety. So the most important thing for this event in regards to safety is that you are competing in teams of two. That means if you do come into any difficulties on course, your first port of call will be your teammate. So help provide any assistance that your teammate needs. If you need further assistance from us and our first aid team, there's a couple of things you can do. You can grab another team that is passing, send them further along the course to the next TA or marshal spot. They can provide the information we need and we'll be able to provide any assistance that you require. There is also some emergency phone numbers. They are printed on your map, also on your course description. So give one of those a call and we'll be able to determine an appropriate course of action. Another very important aspect of this event is crossing of roads. Both novice and classic course teams will be crossing Farnell Avenue twice. Farnell Avenue can be quite a busy road on a nice day as people come into and out of the National Park. The road isn't closed and you must give way to traffic. The traffic will not be giving way to you. To further enhance that, there will be traffic controllers at both of those crossing locations. Once again, they'll be stopping you, they won't be stopping traffic. So please pay attention to those traffic marshals, especially if you're approaching that crossing point quite quickly on your bike. We're going to watch out for other users at the event this weekend. And by users, I mean users of the National Park. There will be plenty of other people out there running, walking and riding. So especially if you're on some of the narrower single track sections of mountain biking and there are other users out there that could be traveling quite quickly and want to come past, let them pass when you can. They have as much right to be on the trails as you do. So let's help them have a good day while we have a good day so we can all come back and enjoy the park again in the future. Speaking of mountain biking, there are some technical sections of mountain biking on both the classic and the novice course. Okay, on those technical sections, do not be afraid to get off and walk short sections if you need to. There are some very technical drop-offs along one single track in particular. It does have some tracks to avoid the worst of it, but even those ones can be a little bit sketchy. So get off, walk if you are not comfortable riding down any of the technical sections. All right. Also, when you're traveling along any single tracks, try to keep going in the one direction. We've marked the course to keep you going in the one direction that most users use those trails. There could be people coming the other way, but don't ride onto a single track, collect the checkpoint, turn around and go back against the flow of traffic. Keep going along the single track. For you novice teams, I'll do some more explanation about where those technical sections are so you can plan accordingly in the novice tips and tricks session. Also, when you are out on course, we want you all to carry plenty of water. The minimum that we require is 2 litres per person, so that's 4 litres per team. That is the minimum. If you're going to be out there for a fair few hours, you could well need more. There's no aid station, so there's not water at the transition areas or anything like that. You need to carry it with you at all times. So make sure you carry plenty of water to get you through the event. Always be wearing footwear. This includes when kayaking. I know it can be tempting to take your shoes off so your shoes don't get wet when kayaking, but you need to be wearing footwear at all times, including when in the kayak. It's part of adventure racing, so get in, get your feet wet. That'll be fine. They're going to get wet on this course anyway, so get your feet wet, get your shoes wet. It's part of the joy of adventure racing. When you come along to registration, follow the directions of the parking attendants. The traffic controllers will be helping make sure everyone gets parked, and then just come along to registration. You just need to let us know your team number so we can give you your race bag. In your race bag will be your map, your course description, welcome letter, maybe a free treat as well for you all. So when planning your course, a good tip for newer teams is to really look at the map in conjunction with the course description. There can be a lot of information on the course description that will help make the map make sense. For you novice teams, you get the additional bonus of the novice tips and tricks session after the classic course teams start. So we'll gather all novice teams outside registration, and I'll virtually run through the course with you, explaining what to expect, what to look for, and how to go about locating those elusive checkpoints. So make sure you come along to that if you're a novice team. Timings are in the event program. That's all for now. Hope you have a lovely couple of days before Saturday, and looking forward to seeing you bright and early Saturday morning for the Max Adventure Race. Thanks very much.